Okay, so here we have the 09G valve body, and what we're going to do now, we're going to install a TransGo shift kit. We're going to fix those linear solenoids, all 6 of them. We got 4 here and 2 over here. We're going to fix them. Here's the TransGo shift kit that's going to go there. We got 2 drill bits and to fix the solenoids, and then 2 little small drill bits for the separator plate, and a new boost bushing and valve. Here's our instructions, and let's get to it. Okay, first things first, we're gonna do a resistance checks on the linear solenoids. They have to be 5 to 7 ohms. There we go, 5.2 ohms on the first one. .2 on the second one. They get a little difficult sometimes to get to. Go. Five ohms. That's the third one. This is going to be the fourth one. .7 ohms. .1. .9. So it's 5 to 7 ohms, and they are within range resistance. Now the N88 N89, they should be 11 to 13 ohms, the on-off type solenoids. Now let's go ahead and do a resistance check on that. That's 12 ohms, it's 11 to 13. .2 ohms, everything's good, everything's within range. Now we're going to take the solenoids off the valve body. We're going to cut them open through the back. We're going to clean the bushings, reassemble it together, and then we move on to the valve body repair. Okay, so this is the N90 solenoid, the first solenoid that came out of the valve body. The bushing looks kind of clean, doesn't look that dirty, but we're still going to clean it, and it comes out fairly easily. Always do all of them. It's going to be only maybe 1 or 2 that are going to be a little bit hung up. The K3 clutches were burned up. This is the K3 clutch regulator solenoid, so pretty sure that we're going to have an issue with this solenoid here. They all had the good resistance. This is good, but we're still gonna put that drill bit in the back to clean those 2 bushings in there. So this is the N90 solenoid, or torque converter clutch solenoid, torque converter clutch regulator. See, when you take the solenoids off, this is going to be the regulator valve, the K1 clutch regulator valve. Always check that these springs are not broke. Sometimes you will find these springs broke in half, or one turn will be broke. Just make sure that they're in one piece. Get the valve out, inspect it, make sure that it's not severely worn, and continue fixing your solenoids. Okay, this is the B1 regulator N83 solenoid, and the drill bit was a little bit hard to get in, so this solenoid was getting stuck when hot. So here we go. You do this about 30 times, back and forth, back and forth. So here we're cleaning the bushings from the solenoid. It has 2 bushings in there. You get the drill bit counterclockwise all the way in, and then you push the valve all the way to the stroke position, and then you have you start going back and forth with it. See how it pushes the valve. So what I do, I go all the way in and then start working on the 2 bushings. The reason I do that is because it has another bushing down here. One you can see right there, it's right at the edge, and the other one's about right here. So when you get the drill bit in there, you have the spring here, and the valve is pushing against the solenoid body. So you want to push in just to get, you know, enough room so that you can clean the bushing that's on the bottom side. Okay. Now when you take the drill bit out, you go counterclockwise just like you went in. Okay. Right here you can see a little bit of debris. Right there too. A little bit on the bottom, on the inside bushing. So the outside bushing was the one that was more contaminated. And what happens is this is an electrical part, and the bushings, there are certain material that when the solenoid energizes, it creates a magnetic field, and with time the friction material, it has carbon in it, and it starts contaminating. It starts the same magnetic field. It attracts all small magnetic particles, and it contaminates the bushing, and it starts, you know, sticking. So here we have at the edge, I mean, there's another little piece of contamination. All right, well, I'm assuming that this is going to be the same as this, the contamination. This is the B2 regulator solenoid. There we go. Okay, so I use a regular bench grinder to cut the solenoid from the back. Okay, here's the end cap. The pintle or armature. the back of the solenoid. It still has a sharp edge, and we need to trim that out, that little sharp edge that we see here. There you have it. It's ready to be cleaned. Now we can continue cleaning the solenoid bushing. Okay, well, so this is what you want to see. You want to make sure that they fall under their own weight. Once you see this, then you know that your solenoid is clean and it should perform as expected. Okay, there's two drill bits in the kit. I removed this accumulator body here first, and with the 41 thousandths of an inch drill bit, we're gonna enlarge this hole here. There we go. Always pay attention where your small parts are. Make sure that you record or write it down somewhere where all these parts, you have an accumulator check here, and you have two accumulator valves here. Okay, so we have an accumulator check here. Another accumulator. This has a strong spring, like a little check valve, one-way check valve. This has a soft spring. So this is what you got. You got one here, one here. I soaked it with WD-40 just to make sure that everything is nice and lubricated. And here's the accumulator check. We're going to go ahead and put this accumulator body back on the valve body, and we're going to do it in sections. So we just drilled the plate on this, and the spacer plate with the 41 thousandths of an inch drill bit. We're going to go ahead and put this back on here, and we're moving on to this other accumulator body. Okay, on this separator plate here, we're going to enlarge two holes with the larger drill bit, which is a 46 thousandths of an inch. We're going to enlarge this hole, and we're going to enlarge this hole. Well, it's already up to size, that one. There we go. Now here is where the new valve that comes in the kit goes. So we're going to go ahead and remove this one. Remove it. Sort of like a little bushing. They like to wear. It's aluminum. This is the new one. It's made out of steel. You reuse the original spring and the original valve. Now we install the new one. There we go. This one here takes a check ball here. The strong spring here. The strong spring goes here. with this, and then we have two more with the soft springs. These two are the same, and this is the stiffer spring. And then we now can assemble this on this portion of the valve body. Nothing goes here, just the clips for the end plugs, that's all. Okay, with a 47 thousandths of an inch drill bit, we're gonna enlarge 6 holes. This is one of them. It's already up to size. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. We enlarged 6 holes with the 46 thousandths of an inch drill bit. Now we're going to go ahead and change drill bits to the 41 thousandths of an inch, and we're going to drill 3 more holes, enlarge them. Okay, we use the 41 thousandths of an inch. This is already up to size. So there we have it. We have all 3 separator plates, all the holes enlarged to their proper sizes. And now we can reassemble, clean and reassemble the valve body, install it back in the unit, and finish this unit. Okay, now we install all the items on this portion of the valve body. They go here. Here's one with a blue spring. This is a small, plain spring. An accumulator check. Another one with a small spring, same as this, they're both the same. And then this one with kind of a bluish, blue-green spring. This is a stiff spring, hard spring, goes here. Now we're going to go ahead and clean, wash this portion of the valve body, and reinstall all its components. Okay, so we got blue spring with the accumulator here. We got a check ball here. We have 3 accumulator checks. One goes here. One goes here. Another one here. And a thimble spring. And now we can position this on top of the other valve body half. Align your holes. Start them up. Okay, so now that we have them started, they're not tight yet. Continue reassembling. This, we just worked on this right now. This is where we started. Okay. We got 3 long bolts. There we go. Go ahead and start them up. Okay. The shorter bolts. Okay. Now this one we need to be careful that the check ball don't fall off. This check ball here. So we start with 2 long holes. Remember that check ball. Keep the spacer plate against that portion of the valve line. Remember, you don't want to tighten up the bolts yet. You want to make sure that everything's aligned. Okay, now we flip it over. Two short bolts go here. Two medium ones and 1 long one. Now we torque them. Okay, so here we have this 09G already completely assembled. I already put the valve body on it. Here we have the N90 solenoid, N283, N228, N92, N93, and N91. Now there's two wiring harnesses that go here. Now I've seen that this red and blue wire gets connected where the yellow and purple wire goes. They're connected backwards, and that creates a lot of drivability issues. The transmission will not work right, and it will shift hard, and it will shift hunt. So one wiring harness has 3 connections, which is for the first 3 solenoids on the left, and then the other harness has 1 connection for the last solenoid, and then it goes around for the N90 and 283. And then you have your the other wiring harness that comes up through the front. So you have 2, you have 1 right here and 1 here. This other one goes for the temperature sensor and for both of the input and output speed sensors. Now this valve body doesn't have pressure switches. The older ones have 2 pressure switches, 1 here and the other one here. And the wiring harness has 2 more wires going to the pressure switches. This is a non-pressure switch valve body. This is a N88 and N89 on-off solenoids, and all these 6 solenoids are pulse width modulated PWM solenoids or linear solenoids. So there we have it. Now we're going to install the filter and the pan, the cooler, the manual lever precision sensor, and the linkage. All that stuff is external. I'm not gonna tape that. But if you like this video, please click the like button down below. Subscribe on the subscribe button above. Leave your positive comments down below, and share this video with others. If you want to embed this video anywhere in any website, you can go ahead and do so. Thanks for watching and enjoy.